Good afternoon and welcome to Chamber Music America's 2025 annual meeting. We are so grateful to have you with us. Individual artists, ensembles, presenters, composers, educators, artist representatives, and partners, the heartbeat of the small ensemble field. My name is Kevin Kwanlaux, and I'm the CEO of Chamber Music America. This past year has been a testament to our shared vision: growing access, regionalizing engagement, and serving our field more deeply than ever before. We've also been laser focused on enhancing membership value. We hired an experienced director of advancement, Julia Filson, to deepen member engagement and partnerships. We've invested in new affinity groups, creating opportunities for members to connect both virtually and in person around many shared interests. We continued our regional in-person events to bring local communities together in celebration of our field. And in a few short months, we will be introducing a professional mentoring program, pairing industry leaders with ensembles to help guide and support our members at any stage of their careers. Now, we have seen incredible momentum through this regional programming. In July, we partnered with Chamber Music OC to host Charcoal and Chill, a summer networking event in Orange County, California. That event brought together more than 60 community members, including presenters like the Broad Stage, the Camera Society, and Ventura Music Festival, as well as many current and former CMA board members. The event was joyful, affirming, and a powerful reminder of the strength of CMA's West Coast community. In March, CMA hosted a Presenter Circle event, Stronger Together, Community and Collaboration, at Kotzebue Cultural Park. This gathering brought together a vibrant group of presenters from across New York State to engage in meaningful discussions, share insights, and strengthen their own networks. The weekend was full of inspiring moments as attendees explored how to foster greater collaboration and build stronger communities through chamber music. The event was not only an opportunity for professional development, but also a chance to connect with colleagues, including key institutions like Caramore, Chautauqua, and Maverick Series. The entire Kotzebue experience was an unforgettable moment of growth for all involved, and it sets the stage for even greater things to come. We also held our very first jazz think tank in Tivoli, New York, and of course, our national conference in Houston, Texas, which was an enormous success. Now, to share details about those successes and many more, my friend and colleague, Vice President of CMA's board, Jenny Bilfield.
Thank you, Kevin, and hello, everyone. Well, fiscal year 2024 was a period of profound change and progress for CMA. From our national convenings to year-round regional work, we're doing more and reaching more. Case in point, the Houston National Conference. One of the boldest moves we've made was relocating our 2025 National Conference to Houston, Texas, and I hope you were there. With extraordinary partners like Rice University, DeCamera, Early Music America, the American Composers Forum, and Concert Artists Guild, we created a fresh model for convening. The conference was vibrant, inclusive, and multi-genre, showcasing classical, contemporary jazz, and global traditions. After-hours jam sessions, masterclasses, and artist-led dialogues created unexpected moments of connection and a lot of really wonderful music making. We were able to hear a record number of musicians in performance venues and spaces that were well suited for playing and listening and easy to access. Also, it was easy to engage informally and formally with the many artist managers and arts businesses that joined us in Houston for this trial run. Informed by membership feedback, this move to Houston embodied our commitment to inclusion, access, and innovation. And truly, the vibrancy of the Houston art scene and the presence of so many colleagues who were new to CMA with this switch in venue and geography really paid off in both quality and quantity, and the numbers showed it. We had more attendees join us in Houston than in New York in 2024. So now we're building towards 2026, where this model of regional rotation continues to evolve. We'll be inviting our membership to join us in the Windy City of Chicago, August 20 to 23, 2026. We hope to see you there. This year also saw the debut of CMA's Jazz Think Tank, held at Katzbahn Cultural Park in Tivoli, New York. Supported by the Doris Duke Charitable Foundation, this convening brought together jazz artists, presenters, and advocates to reimagine jazz's role within the chamber music ecosystem. Special thanks to Helen Sung, who represented the CMA board at this inaugural event and helped shape artist-driven dialogue. We're also excited to share that the Doris Duke Charitable Foundation has approved funding for a second, more expanded edition of this event in late 2025, so stay tuned for those details. Now, I'd like to hand it off to our board chair, Brian Young, to share the latest on governance. Brian?
Thank you, Jenny. This has truly been a landmark year for CMA governance. We've broadened our board with the addition of 2 dynamic appointed members whose expertise spans law and operational strategy, bringing fresh insight and valuable cross-sector perspective to our work. Our 12 active board committees, comprised of board members, prospects, staff, and external experts, remain a powerful engine for growth. They don't just advise, they co-create. Committees such as Inclusion, Mindful Futures, and Innovation have become vital spaces for strategic exploration and bold thinking, offering thought partnership to Kevin and the senior staff on a regular basis. The evolving governance model is fostering cross-sector insight, shared ownership, and true organizational agility, helping CMA lead with intention and responsiveness in a changing world. On October 30th, CMA officially closed the sale of its longtime office space at 12 West 32nd Street in New York City, a defining moment in the organization's history. This was more than a real estate transaction. It was a bold, strategic move aligned with CMA's long-term vision for growth, relevance, and impact. The decision reflects a shift in how we work and engage with members, partners, and communities, embracing flexibility and responsiveness. Proceeds from the sale unlock the potential to create a reimagined hub for chamber music that is not bound by geography, driven by access, inclusion, and collaboration, and reflective of the evolving needs of our field. This milestone enables CMA to invest in next-generation infrastructure and digital capacity, expanded programming that reaches across regions and disciplines, and sustainable practices that center innovation and equity. It's a tangible step forward, empowering CMA to build the next chapter of service to the small ensemble music field. It's now my pleasure to introduce Ginny O'Brown, Chair of CMA's Finance Committee.
Thank you, Brian. As we close out the fiscal year, we're pleased to share important updates regarding our financial outlook and performance, including key takeaways from the 2025 conference and our projections for FY26. We've spent 82% of the annual operating expense budget, which aligns well with being 75% through the fiscal year, demonstrating careful pacing and management of resources. The 2025 conference came in at 97% of budgeted revenue, with actual expenses just 2% over budget, showing strong engagement and largely accurate financial planning. Some other relevant points. Compared to FY24, total conference losses were reduced by 30%, a significant milestone reflecting strategic cost-saving decisions and improved planning. We also enjoyed record numbers of attendees that included a 26% increase in presenter attendance compared to the year before. As we look to FY26, we're projecting a substantial reduction in our operating deficit, a 60% improvement over FY25. This turnaround is driven by deliberate cost containment, improved internal systems, and strong early returns on membership growth and donor engagement. Our financial strategy is yielding results and will help guide us as we continue realigning our cost structure and deepening our revenue streams. We're seeing encouraging momentum in member cultivation, retention, and engagement through our affinity group meetups, which are designed to foster peer learning, surface field-wide issues, and strengthen our community. Recent highlights from the past few months include the Emerging Artists Network, hosted by Adriana Vergara and Julia Filson, the LGBTQIA+ Affinity Group, hosted by Orchid McRae and Julia Filson, the Mid-Career Artist Forum hosted by CMA board member Annie Fullard, the Jazz Industry Network hosted by Lydia Liebman, the Economic Impact Making Your Case hosted by Donna Walker-Kuhn. These events are drawing strong participation and generating actionable insights. We're currently building out a full year calendar of affinity meetups for FY26, and we encourage all of you to attend and amplify these valuable spaces. CMA's grantmaking remains one of our most powerful vehicles for supporting the field. Between July 1st, 2024 and April 15th, 2025, CMA has awarded 49 grants benefiting 230 musicians across the United States, 18 presenting organizations, 14 women and gender minority jazz band leaders, 17 ensembles across classical, contemporary, non-Western, world music, jazz, and multi-stylistic genres. These grants span 20 states and territories, including California, Colorado, Connecticut, Indiana, Iowa, Illinois, Louisiana, Massachusetts, Minnesota, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, Rhode Island, Utah, Wisconsin, Washington, and Washington, D.C. Grant totals to date, $718,350. Artistic projects total $300,000. Presenter Consortium for Jazz totals $179,750. Performance Plus totals $238,600. And by the close of FY25, we anticipate awarding 65 total grants. We're also thrilled to announce that the Classical Commissioning Program has been relaunched with a refreshed structure designed to encourage collaboration and innovation. Looking ahead to FY26, we will continue strengthening our grant programs and complementing them with learning and empowerment opportunities, field research and insights, support for artistic sustainability, capacity building, and innovation. In summary, despite operating in a complex environment, CMA is demonstrating financial discipline, programmatic growth, and renewed momentum across our community. Together, we are laying the foundation for a stronger, more sustainable future for chamber music. At this time, I'd like to pass it back to Chamber Music America CEO, Kevin Kwan Laux.
Thank you, Jenny. And thanks to all of our speakers, to our incredible board of directors, and our very dedicated staff. Chamber Music America is not only growing, we are evolving to meet this moment. We are seeing deeper connection, expanded access, and more opportunities for member-to-member engagement than ever before. Looking ahead, we encourage you to participate in National Chamber Music Month this May, the perfect way to celebrate the work that you're doing to raise the profile of chamber music nationwide. I'll personally be at the Fischoff National Chamber Music Competition, promoting CMA and our work to the next generation of chamber music professionals. This is part of a broader partnership that we have been cultivating with Fischoff leadership, and I'm proud to call them friends. National Chamber Music Month will also feature our first ever Chamberfest event in Boston in collaboration with New England Conservatory and Cello Bello. On Sunday, May 25th, NEC will host us in Brown Hall for a special panel discussion featuring leaders from the Boston Symphony Orchestra, Mass Cultural Council, and the New England Conservatory. The conversation will focus on the evolving music ecosystem, new opportunities on the horizon, and strategies for building a thriving and sustainable future. We will also be hosting a networking event generously sponsored by our friends at Clarion Insurance, and a concert in the iconic Jordan Hall featuring the Pacifica and Parker Quartets, Avery Fisher Prize-winning violinist Joshua Brown, and pianist Pei-Shan Lee. And now a look at the year ahead. As you heard from Brian, CMA successfully completed the sale of our building at 12 West 32nd Street and are now in the process of securing a new home for chamber music in New York City. A flexible space designed for performances, recordings, meetings, and convenings like our national conference. This new chapter will better reflect the dynamic, collaborative spirit of our field and provide an inspiring hub for our community. Looking even further ahead, we are excited to announce that our 2026 National Conference will take place in Chicago, a vibrant musical city that has long been a cornerstone of the chamber music world. In response to feedback from our artist representative and presenter communities, we've just adjusted the dates to August 20 to 23, 2026, a year from this summer, positioning the conference to better serve the evolving needs of our members and partners. It promises to be the best conference yet, and we look forward to welcoming you all to the Windy City during a time that's much nicer than January. Thank you for joining us today. Here's to a vibrant, creative, and connected year ahead.